These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Walking Stick and Frank 26. They're once again talking about the exchange rate. Who are the only two in Iraq that we pay attention to? The CBI and Kazemi. Kazemi is talking all over the place, and it started on Monday. It's important to understand the white papers is a big topic with Kazemi. He came out just pounding the stick. He's pushing the white papers. He's pushing it to the citizens. He's selling it to the citizens. Since I came back from DC, the new exchange rate is wrapped up in the minutia of the implementation of the white papers. Pimpy article quote, a jump in the prices of Basra and light crude touches $77 a barrel. This is what I like. I love it. I want some more of it. I think it can hit $100 a barrel right around fall time. Or at the end of the year especially. This is good because we know they budgeted for 42 at first, switched it to 45. Everything above that is just icing on the cake. This is butt kicking right here. I was happy to see this. I'm happy for Iraq. Like you, I'm pretty curious about what the 2022 budget is going to have if the oil prices continue to stay high. All right, Breitling question. I've read if you didn't buy the dinar from a dealer, someone gave it to you, you can't exchange. That's a bunch of garbage. Think about it just for a minute. How much money do you have in your pocket? So what are you going to do? Go to Walmart and the cashier's going to say, where'd you get that at? Because that's what you're saying. It doesn't make any sense. Where the stuff comes from, I'll never know. All right, from Frank 26, Boots on the Ground, Firefly Report, Al-Baji. He's on our TV channel, News 1. He's saying that the exchange rate must be raised for the fairness of our people, and this cannot last long. This is a duty of Parliament committee. All these guys are coming on Iraqi television saying, hey, we need to raise the value of our currency for votes. Hypocritical liars. All right, Frank 26, Boots on the Ground, Firefly Report continued. Parliament has nothing to do with the monetary reform that the CBI is doing a masterful job on right now. They are the ones with the full authority. That's why they're going to come out very soon and talk to you, the Iraqi citizens. What this guy is doing is nothing more than a political stance, but it is positive because he's reigniting the idea that you're going to have a new exchange rate. Everyone knows that the rate is about to go up in value. All right, Mark Z via PDK. I got a report from Rod Steele. I can read it to you. It blends in well with what I'm hearing. Rod Steele's Kazemi and the white papers in Iraq are moving forward. They're moving forward with the Iraqi citizen education. U.S. banks have been told to expect to go mid-August now. Mark Z, the mid-August date is not a negative. Don't throw in the towel. Don't be chicken little. We are already at the end of the first week. Mid-August is not far away. All right, Bob, the tax man, keep your taxes as low as possible. Not only does it save you money, but it's the best answer. We're in this investment. We've been in it a long time, 14 years for me. Taxes are the biggest hole in your financial ship. We want to make sure we keep them as low as possible. So we deal with immediate taxes. This is where the RV happens and you cash out. My suggestion is for those who have less than $5 million, cash in enough to meet your goals. Make sure you keep it down. Don't cash it all in. A lot of people are going to say, what about the rate? What if it's going to fall? What if the whole world falls apart? That's true, but the revaluation of the IQD has been very carefully handled. It's not a random thing that's happened. It's real, honest McCoy of what's going on with it. I expect it to go long term, that it's not going to be a flash in the pan and die again unless there's a nuclear attack over there. All right, so Bruce via Wiser now. There has been some people, as far as the part of the Federal Reserve through the FDIC and so on, that did have some influence in slowing this process down, or what we could call a block. Now, I believe that is being handled and is being worked on. I believe that for the most part, everything has been ready and should still be ready now that the blockage that stopped this from moving forward is out of the way. And now we can move forward from what we know now. I feel confident that we're just about there. Alright, Mark Z. Lastly, via PDK, I have one contractor in Iraq that they contacted to renegotiate their contract. This happens whenever it gets close. They bring in the foreign contractors to reconfigure the rates in contracts for their employees and them, figure the exchange rates from whatever country they originate from and the Iraqi dinar. So they have to adjust this. They have been brought in a handful of times to do this. They had a conversation with him and said they needed him to be available to redo contracts Sunday or Monday to negotiate that rate. Most of them saw rates that were going to be between $3.65 to the low $4 range when they brought them in before. Hopefully this time it will be the real thing and not just another fire drill.